Hello, hello. We are back. Let's see how we proceed. Let's keep working on the physics. Freshly recuperated with some food. So that one doesn't exist actually. We have that internally, and then probably those are all custom implementations far right. Yeah, two object layers can collide. And is there anything else? Oh, object versus broad face. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. So that is object versus broad face filter and body object versus object filter. Okay, makes sense. I think I'm not entirely sure how the end result of the collision filter .h. Although I think I would want this to be a little different, but I'm not sure how yet. But let's add it like that. I'm not sure how exactly I would want it. Or that one is a CPP, of course. Although I'm not sure if I need a CPP, but whatever. Pragma once. Onyx physics. Jolt. And then let's have, well, both of them, right? So this one is the first one. Object layer filter. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Include Onyx, well, not Onyx, Jolt. Collision, well, physics, collision. Object. Hair filter mask, maybe? No? Oh, wait. JPH, colon. Then the question is, where does that live? Not here, I guess. Oh no, it does. Object layer pair filter. Why would that fail? I guess it's maybe because it's not included. Or it's because I don't have that here. Correct. And that would be collision layers here. Include Onyx physics collision layers. Static. Dynamic. Non-moving only collide with that, and dynamics collide with everything. And then here we have include jolt jolt.h. That's a U16. Interesting. Okay, so the collision layer is bigger. Okay. 2 enum. That would be basically that, and that's about it. We will iterate on that quite a lot, I think, in the future, but I want to get something up and running, and then I understand the system better once we have it running. And then we need this object versus object stuff here, right? So that's basically those. Object versus that. This is a JPH that. Is it the broad face? Broad face layer, yeah. And then this is broad face layer. Static. Dynamic. And then we have JPH broad face layer. Dynamic. And enums to G broad face layer. Okay. What? Oh, get value. Okay. So that's that. Can I please? First of all, that, and then this is garbage. This is garbage. Jolt broad face interface.h. Jolt collision vector.h. And I think, well, that's not it, because we have like more here. We have here as well broad face layers.h and collision layers.h. With that, I think we have it. Or we have that part of it. So basically this goes away as well. And this goes away. We have a jolt Alright, we can include here another thing. Which is jolt correlation filter. And basically this one object to object filter. And have this one here. Object to broad face filter. All right. System init. Let's see. So I mean that is probably JHP C max bodies, right? Or is that, wait, was it here maybe? No, it's actually here, never mind. That and oh, and please, thank you. That. Then this is our M broad face. This is, wait, is that a reference or a, oh, okay, it wants references. I mean, that's nice. Never mind then. M broad face. M object to broad face and M object to object. Oh, hello, GD Bobby. Oh. Oh. All right. Delete that. Delete that. What else do we need? Registering one is optional, so I guess I can do that here as a comment for now because I'm not sure if I need that. Activation of the body. Okay, then we have a contact listener. Contact listener. The main way to interact with the bodies in the physics system is through the body interface. Get the body interface, and then next we can create a rigid body. Okay. Set embedded. Ah, wait, okay. I see, okay. With that, it basically is not a ref counted object anymore, I see. Okay. From being freed when its reference count goes to 0. Okay. we get the floor shape. And we set some stuff for the physics. Yeah, that makes sense. And we create the rigid body. Okay, that can fail. We add it to the word. And yeah, that's about it, I guess. Now create a dynamic body. Okay, I guess we could hack that, or like not hack that, but could try that. And then we can give it a velocity. Okay. Okay. I see. That's not too complicated, I would say. All right, let me think how I would want to do that then. So I think with the physics system we're more or less done-ish. I mean, yeah, not really. I mean, somewhat. So basically, what do I need for creation of a body? I guess I want to know what kind of shape. Create and add body. Sphere shape, okay. So I guess why do we create and add body and does it just create? Okay. That's like a slow version of it. Well, I guess in that case, let's have a couple of public here. I don't know, shapes maybe? Sphere. Dot age. I mean, do I want to have it like that? Something like that. I'm not sure, I don't think so, because I have a playlist bought from Humble Bundle. It is Calm Spirit, whatever. Something Calm Spirit. So I mean, I'm not sure what I would want to call it. Is it maybe collision shape? Rename. I mean, it's probably very low. Although I'm not sure, maybe not. It's as usual actually. But, I mean, it was never really loud on my stream, I would say, probably. Sphere collider. Is that how you write it? No, that's not. That looks wrong, right? Sphere? Is that sphere? Sphere. No, I mean, maybe that is. No, that is how you spell sphere. Okay, yeah. And then let's do a box collider. And we add others as well later down the line. And it's pretty much only plain old data struct, I would say. Sphere collider. What do we need here? We need the shape, the radius. Probably that's the position. That's the rotation. A motion type. And the layer. Okay. So basically vec. Although, do I need the position? Probably not. I think I just need the float radius. Although, and then I get a body ID back. Maybe I don't even need any of those. Maybe I delete that again. And what I do is in physics system, I do a body ID, whatever body ID is. I guess we could find out by going to one of those. Include jolt, physics body ID.h. It's a class. But technically, okay, it's just a U in 32. So I think we will do that. Or just return you a U in 32. Or we will type it. Physics body ID. Uh, 6 minutes. I would say that's okay. I think that sounds about right. Can I... what is the invalid body ID? Okay, it's a max value, okay. Right, that's 250, well not 255, but U in 32 max. So I guess we do that, which would be... G... where was it here? invalid std numeric limits u32 max. Cool. Now we return here a physics body ID, create sphere collider, and we give it a const vec3 position. We give it a const rotor rotation, and then a float radius, and then a motion. Motion type. I'm not quite sure what that would be, but yeah, we get that. Motion type. And then a layer. And we can forward define that. Enum class motion type. And enum class collision layer U16. That would be that, and then the box collider is basically the same, just that we have a vector 3 f32 half extents, I guess. Kinda like that. And then this system needs to have those as empty implementations so that we can forward that. Virtual okay. And then this one, get that. Then we implement that. Body ID, chart physics, create. All right. So that is M system get body interface. Or can I do a create? How was that? Was it on the body interface or how did that work? Yeah, on the body interface. Okay, get body interface. Yes, there will be components for that. JPH body interface. So I think it said that this can fail or not. Ah, okay, the body interface is a ref, okay. And then interface, create and add body, where we do this sphere setting here, and then where we do this basically. Okay. JPH. Or, I mean, I guess body settings, it's fine. JPH. Radius. That is position.x, position.y, position.z. Then I would need to convert my rotor to a quaternion of JPH, I guess. Which for now, let's just use the... And then we have this JPH motion type, which I swear I don't know what it is, and then we have probably an enums to integral for the layer. Well, and we would have that as well, basically. And then that would be this, that would be JPH again. That would be interface. And then we would return an enums to enum physics body ID. Body ID. Why not? Oh, it's a little bit more than that, or what? Can't I? Is it that, or? Okay, well, it's not that. Oh, it's get index and sequence number. Okay, so I need both. Yeah. But I hope I can construct that again. Yeah. Cool. And then we have sphere shape here, which I guess I need to include jolt physics shapes, or is it just shapes? No, it's physics probably, or collision. No, physics, collision, shape, sphere. Perfect. Kinda. What? A body creation syntax. Okay. Is it in collision body? Okay, no. Body. Body creation settings. Why not? Perfect. Okay, how can I do that? I guess I could probably just port that over as X, Y, Z, and W. I think. But I will look at that later. So that would be this, and then we can do that. And we create a box shape. And that would probably be then the half extents, I guess. But is it half extents or extents is the question. Perfect, I thought it would be that. So basically JPH half extents, I guess. Oh, you can. I see. Okay, cool. And I guess that's basically the same thing. The only remaining question is, what is motion type? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Static, kinematic, and dynamic. Static, dynamic, kinematic. Is to motion type. We can do that up here. Although we could probably just port it right away, but because it's anyways, well, we can do that. JPH emotion. Huh? Is it not that? Thank you. To motion. Why would that not? Oh, because we need to include it or what? Stupid me. Include Onyx physics motion type. Is it not that? Or is it using enum class? What was it again? Oh. Okay. Dynamic. Is it? Oh, okay, it's not quite in the same order. Well, I guess we could make it in the same order. Gee. It's the emotion of the physics. If it's happy or not. Alright, I will show myself out, I guess. Okay. Shouldn't that to motion type, isn't that? To motion, I guess. Yes, it doesn't really matter. And then we do the same here. Well, not here, sorry. Here. And then we give it here that. Okay, cool. I mean, we can make that nice and everything, but for now I don't really care. We will come back to that anyway, sooner than later. Before submitting. I guess we could try to add components now that wrap that. And then trying to stick it all together, I guess, and see if we can have a box and a sphere that collide. And then yeah, maybe a little bit more painful than that, but yeah. Let's see. Platform? No, not platform. Game core, I think, would make the most sense. And then let's add a component here. Yeah, it would probably be a new kind of component like that. Do we maybe add a sub thing here? Maybe. New folder. Physics. And then let's take that. It doesn't really matter. Rename that to box collider component. Or do I just do a collider component? No, I think that makes the most sense, right? I think that makes the most sense. And then we have here box collider component. And the only thing we have is a vector 3. F32, I guess. Half extents. I mean, for ease of, well, let's not deal with that yet. I have an idea how to maybe do something about that, but and then we have a sphere collider component. And that just has a Onyx F32 radius. Yeah, or need some general settings, some other settings here as well. So what we would need is the layer, I guess, which would be collision layer. Was it called like that? I don't remember. Where is my physics here? Yeah, I think we just want the collision layer here. And then we have a motion type. Motion type, I don't know, let's do it like that, simple as that. Is that good enough? Maybe. Physics. Box collider component, collider component. Sphere. Yeah. Could work. Ish. As a first, well, we won't have a lot, but let's hit build and see where we end up. Okay, we hit failed build. Perfect. Makes some sense, I guess. I think that actually makes some sense because we don't have in game core, we need Onyx physics here for this to work. I hope that builds fresh. Yeah, that does build fresh. And then this should hopefully have the include here. Unfortunate. I would have hoped that that works, but maybe not. Why not? Shouldn't you be valid that I can do here and include Onyx physics? Collision layers? Ah, and then this would be Onyx physics collision layer, right? Or like, well, isn't it that? Would that work? Or maybe it deletes it again, I'm not sure. Okay, now that would work. I guess I have some stuff in the... I guess something in the generation doesn't work. That doesn't detect those enums correctly. Probably the type deduction doesn't work quite so nice. So I guess with that it would work. Okay, so that needs to be a to-do to look up why the type is not detected. I think we have the build. Nice. Can I now already create here a new entity? Right click. And we don't have... Ah, because we're not using it yet, right? And we are never... Yeah, that's a thing that I wanted to... Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't really... I think it makes actually sense maybe that it's not auto-generated. Never mind. It might actually make sense. So what I would want to do is... Where is that game core maybe? Do we register the systems here? Yeah, we do. So I guess I add a new system here. New file. Physics system.h. Which is a little bit misleading, I guess. Why is there so much forward declaration and then it's... Really? I need all of that? Oh no, I only need this forward declared, right? Why would the other thing need to be forward declared? And then maybe... Physics E entity... I don't want to call it ECS system, so I'm probably entity component system, I don't know. Let's call it physics system, I don't know, it's yeah. Having two physics systems is a little bit sus-ish. Well, what can you do? Physics system. Maybe I find a better name for it, I don't know. I don't. What I need here: physics, sphere, collider, and box collider, and then don't need that. Don't need those. I'm not sure if I need that one. Definitely don't need any of those. For now, what I will do is ECS builder, register component, just like that. But they will be implicitly registered. Oh, we'll do that in a second. Maybe I call it game physics system or word. Scene? Something like that. Maybe it's like scene physics system or world physics system, something like that. Because it's more on the ECS word. But yeah. So with that, and if we then call that in our game core here. With that, we should be good, I guess. Now we should be able to add those components. Or not. Ah, well, I need to add them. Physics system. Physics system. Yeah, I would probably want to call them something ECS related. Because, yeah, it's not an engine system, it's a little bit misleading. Anyone has a good suggestion? I don't know. Because I don't know. Well, I have engine systems which are basically singleton type things, and then I have those which are ECS systems, and I would probably want to call them slightly different, because currently the file is called camera system, but in reality is a camera entity component system, because it's in the ECS basically. But it's quite a mouthful to name the file camera entity component system. But then again, that's what it is, so maybe I do it. I don't know. It's yeah. Oh shit, I need to patch the file again. Camera entity system. Maybe, yeah. Maybe just like that and leave out the component because it doesn't really add anything in that sense. Yeah. That's worth a... what did I do here? Why is that open? Please close that. Here, right. Perfect. So that's back in again. Maybe I call it yeah, entity system. Makes sense. Maybe then the others I should call as well, maybe physics engine system. to be a little bit more specific that it's an engine system. Maybe. Maybe we do both. Eventually. So, anyways. We do have a box and a sphere collider here. Perfect. I guess what we can do to make that a little nicer as well. Components PO. Sphere collider component. Maybe collision just? Beautiful. With that we have a subgroup now here. Collision. Box collider, sphere collider. We have it here. And that actually already works. That's nice. I guess they need to be... How would that work in Unity or Unreal? I can't remember. Are they mutually exclusive, or can I have a box collider and sphere collider on one entity? I mean, technically I guess it's fine to have two. I assume. Alright. Maybe I rename, like, I don't like that they are uppercase, but whatever. Oh yeah, and I need to filter out the count, of course. Anyways, that's pretty good. What I now need is a factory. Which is why I actually want to... Why I actually wanted this. Because I need a factory here. Or do I have a factory already somewhere? Maybe, right? I'm not sure where I would have that. I do have it somewhere. I'm pretty sure I do have it somewhere. Maybe in GameCore I have it. Yeah, here, this one. But I think I want to have it as a namespace sphere collide, or like namespace init, I don't know. Void factory. Box collider. Wait. No, I mean, I guess. Yeah, I guess. So that should work. And now we can have a term like a struct init physics. And we basically do registry add component box collider, add the entity. Isn't it that? Okay, maybe. Sphere collider and registry add component init physics. To the entity. Oh, I mean, I guess we could handle it slightly different, maybe. Maybe I do. Maybe I do it. Yeah, I think I have a different approach on how I would want to handle that in the future, but it's fine for now like that. Namespace stream in. And then we go to our beautiful other systems, for example, the lighting system. I want to copy that. And we have an entity query with a box collider. And we need a transform, I guess, yeah. Probably. And that's about it. I don't think I need the frame context, but I need the physics system. Which I'm not sure. I don't think I can get yet. Wait, why is that card like that? Hold on. Oh, because... Oh, yeah, that sucks. Whatever. Physics system. Oh, wait, actually... Shouldn't that then be maybe part of the word? Do I not maybe want one physics system per scene? Potentially. Shouldn't that be attached to the scene itself instead of having... Maybe that would make more sense actually. I think I will do that eventually, but for now let's leave it as that. And then if we have that, and we have the init physics flag. Then we basically do that. But I think we have a better volume terrain system. It's probably the easier one. Or I do that already. Because I think I have this init thing that I'm doing here. If I'm not mistaken. Streaming. No. Init terrain flag. Yeah, at the end, okay, and then yeah. Okay. And then this is box collider settings. Box collider transform. And that is entity. And this is box collider create with the transform, translation, transform, rotation, box collider half extends, motion. Layer. We get back a physics body ID. Body ID. Oh, and then yeah, we need one more thing. Init terrain flag. We need the entity component entity command buffer. Because I want to add a new component here. And we will have that here. Struct physics body ID. Not really, no. It's when I do add remove components on entities, I queue them in a buffer and they are executed at the end of the frame. So mid frame you're not allowed to add or remove components. There will be potentially a way to do that immediate, with an immediate component buffer, but I'm not sure if you will ever need that though. But yeah. Onyx physics. And then this, and then enum class physics body ID U32. Perfect. That should be that. And then I can add a new components physics body ID with the body ID here. And that is that. Ah, where and on the entity. Oh, where? I guess we need a new overload then. Type name args. Like that? Is it like that? I always forget. Is it like that? Nobody knows. It's like that. Then it should be like that, I guess. Maybe not. Wait, shouldn't you have? Why would you not? Oh, because I need to forward those args. Can I somehow forward those args? I guess not. How would I forward those? I've never forwarded variety stuff in Hello. Guess I can't do that, right? It would copy it, probably. I've never forwarded variety temp as. Just don't think that's possible yet. But I'm not sure if it is. Where is it in the capture? Ah, here. Capture arcs. Well, he converts it to a tuber. Oh, wait. I'm stupid. This is it, right? I was blind. That's the lambda. I am blind. Is that it? No, right? Oh, actually that worked. Never mind. Huh? Okay, clear output build, and then let's see what the actual error is, because oh, get ID. I think it would be nice if that just supports just an entity, right? Okay, yeah. Oh no, it's now we have this garbage again. I should fix that. Already, otherwise that's coming back and back and back all the time. Oh wait. No, what? Oh, why is there a parenthesis here? Oh no, that's fine, I think, right? But then what's the problem? Is that not it? Do I need to just do that? Or no, but that would be even weirder. I would lose const qualifier. Where would it be a const qualifier? Ah, it's const physics body. Why would it be const? That's weird. Why would it consider that to be const? You mean, was it here? Or was it here? Yeah, that's true. But, yeah, maybe that's it. What physics system? You undefined reference. What? Why is it an undefined reference? Oh, because I've never implemented that one. Fair. Physics. Again, I probably will actually kill that thing though, because I think it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense what I did there. What I built there, I was a little bit too eager. So basically return system create sphere, rotation, radius, motion, layer. Create box collider, half extends. All right. Let's see. Theory, we should get a call to this. Like to either one. Once we create a new entity here and we create a new collision box collider, we get the factory. Oh, and then I never registered the system. And in that case, yeah, no, we still need to register here. What is it? Oh yeah, makes sense. I think you don't know how to do the physics system, right? Yeah. So is that in game core.h? Where do we have this one? I'm wondering if it wouldn't be better to do a generic one, but okay. Onyx physics system. I'm wondering, wait, where is that? Can't I do because in the context I already have engine. Yeah, let's do that. I think I can make it more easier like that, but requires is engine system. Do I have a concept for that? Maybe not. What I guess I could do is base off. Well, I guess I could do it here, right? If const expert. Oh, but nah, that doesn't work now. Or no, actually it would work. Return context engine get system T. Is it like that? Is it like that? And then this is an auto. And then it works again. Now we need to include. Well, I guess we could have a class I engine system here. At that point, I probably need to include them. This that should work, right? Or not? Or that one dies then. Question is, I think I can get rid of those then. Let's see. Oh, god damn it. Clear output, please. I still don't know why it doesn't do that automatically. You still don't want that or what? From what? Okay, well, I mean, definitely need to return that again. To return that again, but that was not the issue, probably, right? Yeah. Because we still can't deduce. Why would that not fail? Why would that fail? Are you sure it's not clear? What? Do I have the physics system here? Yeah, I do. I think I did that, but clear output. Yeah. But it's not CMake. I think it's the build that doesn't clear for whatever reason. I am not sure. Maybe there's a clear here. Is that even the right output? I'm not sure. Why is it? Ah, we are in notebook already, never mind. Whatever. I don't know. It's bizarre. But why? Would that fail? Shouldn't that work? So we do that, and we cannot. Yeah, that makes sense. But I'm still not sure why you would go in there. Because in my mind, because we have the physics here, shouldn't that then make it that this resolves correctly? Wait, maybe. Hold on. Where was that game core? Was that game core? Ah, hold on. Do I maybe need to? Yeah. STD remove reference T. Is it then maybe the same? Is it now again the beautiful? What? How do I need to? Okay, hold on. Maybe we do it different. Hold on. Alright, we still do it like that. Can I do... requires std is space of v. That returns a tref. And if that is not the case, now we do a t value. Hello, welcome, welcome. So I mean that might still fail, like that might still fail because yeah. Yeah, but I think I can do something else now with that overload if it works. That okay, I need this, so what? And I don't think it's exactly the same overload because before the auto I think tried to do it to a T instead of a T ref, and now I force it to be a T ref here. That's my understanding. Because the auto before did try to return this by copy. I mean, maybe I need to do an auto ref and that would work. Oh, this is exactly. Oh, yeah, I think, yeah, that would work. Yeah, we can do that. But is it this and then decker? But it's not this, sorry. Is it decker type here? Or is it the post thing? Decker type. Anywhere. Where? Let's see. Are we sure about that? It's not quite the same. Exactly. Oh wait, I'm stupid. Because of this, right? Well, I was still restraining the... But no, it's not working now. Ah, because I need to again xcd remove reference t here. Which is kind of weird that I need to do that here for this to work. And then I might still need to do it here, I don't know. Or like, was it here? It's so bizarre that I have to do those two things here, but yeah. I think now it works. It looks fine now. Yeah, I mean, it gets evaluated as a ref, yeah. Because of how the template expands. I mean, I guess I could try... to get rid of that. But yeah, it's how the template is expanded for that whole thing. It keeps the type and it keeps the ref type, pointer type, stuff like that. It keeps all of that information. Anyways, so that works. So I think we should be able to get the physics system now. And we should be able to register that. Always this template fun. But it's a really powerful system. Because basically my entity systems, yeah, get their type induced automatically. Well, that didn't work. Oh, of course it didn't work. Because I've never added the physics system to the engine. But then, hold on, maybe I don't even want to do that now. Now that I'm at this point, and I would need to add it, maybe I don't want to add it. So I did all of that, but that doesn't really matter. So the entity context. I see. I have in the entity update context. Yeah, I can give it more info here. Where does this live? This lives in entity, I see. Alright, I think we will change this now because I think it will just haunt us afterwards. So let's do that. So physics, wherever it is, if I find it again, yeah, here. So this physics system is no longer that. And let's call it physics word. Don't do that. We don't need that. And then we have an internal physics system. That's fine. We still have that. And then this is this is that. Oh, well, we need to system make unique jolt physics system. Physics, jolt physics. I think we don't take anything in the constructor. Yeah, we don't. Perfect. And then this is physics word, all good. And then we go to our scene, age, and our scene will have physics word. And we will include that here. You need to probably do a couple of things a little different in the long term, but that's good enough because I don't think we want to reallocate everything for every scene, but yeah. And then let's do, where is my game core? Physics word. And I do think this, well, yeah, it's fine, I guess. And then we do this here. Game core system. Const. Or no. Game core system. Get scene. Get word. Yeah, get physics word. Basically. This. Probably. Now where we get the collider stuff again now. Yes, yes. Well, and maybe some other problems again. Because probably here I need to include Onyx game core.h for this to work. Ah, this is physics word. And then we have again a box collider. No, actually it didn't change. Never mind. Will it blend? Almost. Oh yeah. Now we have those two beautiful ones again where the code generation fares beauty. And then let's see. That's what I was afraid of. Well, actually not. Why is it? Why is it a problem? Need. Where do we instantiate that from? Why is that instantiated automatically? Physics word. Do we get that card instantly or what? No. Is it because we have the job system defined up here? Maybe. Nah. It's not really what I wanted. Guess I could make a point out of that for now, and then yeah, we want to use our own anyways. Let's do that as another point then. And then here. Let's do that for now. Yes, is it the beautiful colliders again? Just tell me already that it is. Okay, maybe not. What? Oh, of course. This one now is just that, right? Because it is already a reference pointer. Yeah. I wonder what the syntax then is, what the job system needs to, like the car that needs to be available. Is it just an empty void function? Oh, we will look at that. Okay, now that makes kind of sense. We have a physics word active, and we should be able to do that. That triggers this, and that triggers the box collider. And we trigger that, unfortunately, all over again. And that would be actually the first time where I would want to add a new type of system for the ECS system, but we can still handle it a little different here, yeah. And then remove component init physics flag. And why do I even have it like, I mean, shouldn't I would say this should be possible that I take this. I think we could do T and type name entity access T requires std is, well, actually is specialization of entity. I think that should work. Then what I can do is entity ID is entity get ID. Does that work? And then I can do that. Please. That would be so nice. Ah, it will fail because of the components, right? Not. Maybe not. Maybe it's fine. I never know. Or it might be fine because it's a different... It's a different lib where I change stuff. Okay, that's nice. I think I will add an overload for the other one as well. Cool. And I think it only triggers this once now. Yeah. That doesn't trigger it again. Cool. Alright. That's pretty good. yeah, we want to add that as well here. So basically this, and then that would be entity, same thing here, type name entity access like that. Org stat requires that entity access entity. Because that makes it like that, which makes it read a lot nicer. Cool. I think I will call it a day, even though we don't have physics yet. I think it's a good point to stop, because yeah, I'm not, maybe I need debug meshes, because I don't think the volume meshes, I mean, maybe it will work. Probably not. So I probably need some other I need some actual meshes to test it, because the volume stuff is very specific for the terrain right now, and I can't collide terrain with terrain, and I would want to see the things colliding, not just with text output. So I would want to add a box here. Well, yes and no. I think I still have a mesh loader. Mesh source asset. I am not sure if it still works. Because it's quite old. But once upon a time, half a year ago or so, I had it. Well, it doesn't even use the asset pipeline, as you can see. It just loads a mesh as is. And I think it loaded it from, I'm not sure what file format that was. Was it OBJ? It might have been an OBJ file. I would need to Google that again, where the V and VT and V and F come from. I should have documented that maybe. It's very, very old. That was before... When was that even? I don't know. Long time ago. Before we had anything asset related, I think. Because I don't think it's actually... And it even lives in application. That's so wrong on many levels. Maybe I should delete that file. Well, or we move it tomorrow. How about that? We move it tomorrow. Because that definitely shouldn't be there. Definitely is not something that should live in the application layer. Actually, where should it go? Probably in graphics, I would say, because graphics already has other assets anyways as well. Should probably go here, next to material and everything like that. Makes the most sense, I would say. Yeah. We will move it here. Alright. But But yeah, I will call it a day. I'm streaming already. What, 5 hours ish? Well, I did a half an hour break, but oh yeah, maybe. Is Cakes on today? Maybe he will raid me eventually then if I raid him with my 5 people. No, he's not. Let's go. Only 5, but I mean, 5 viewers are 5 viewers. Not sure what Coffee Lava is up to, but I guess we could check him out. Oh no, Cakes is streaming. 12 seconds. So let's rate him. Cool. Yeah, see you maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'm motivated. Worst case, let's say Tuesday, which sounds reasonable. Have a great night. See you, yeah, on Tuesday. Bye bye.